Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Listen, it is raining out. It's not raining, it's like a really heavy mist. I need to get in the garden. For the last 4 days, it has been between 87 and 92 with high humidity. I felt like I lived in the South, like in Texas or Arizona. The air was so heavy you could barely breathe. So even though it's misting out just a little bit, like it's might rain a little bit harder, but for right now, we're going to be working under the trees. So I think that we can do this. I want to go plant shopping in my own yard for some free plants for the driveway garden. Because when we moved in, the people that lived here before us kind of had gardens, and I'm not exactly sure I like how she put things together. So there's some plants back here in the backyard that I want to dig out and put in the driveway garden. So back here in the backyard, or the side yard, there was this hosta bed that she had, and all the hostas, there's some sedum in there. She was a sedum lover, let me tell you. They're all over the property, and I am not a sedum lover. So anyway, she has a bunch of hostas in here, like this little green one. I don't know what the names of these hostas are, but I would like to move some of them up into the driveway garden. Like the leaf pattern on this one, I absolutely love. It is so pretty. It reminds me of like maybe a guacamole. You can see it over here a little bit better. I think they're the same plant. And there's two of them, and they're huge. So I want to dig these out and put them by the stump where we put the blue spruce in, I don't know, 2 movies back. And I wanna like pack it in. Oh, look, here's another one. And take these out and pack them all in. Do you guys know what toad lilies are? Look at, aren't they cute? They're tiny little weird looking flowers. Anyway, I thought we could grab the shovel, dig those up, and bring them up front and get those planted and start getting that like area underway, because what I put in there I took out because I didn't necessarily like it. So let me show you what I'm thinking as I walk up here. And it's really not raining that bad. It's just raining enough to make everything wet. So I think we'll have time while the daycare kids nap to dig those up and get those moved up here. Here is the spot that I want to fill in. So we planted that blue spruce, and then I had some other stuff in here and I took it out. I didn't like the way it looked. So you guys were with me when on my movie, I got that white astilbe. So I put those there because I thought the height behind the stump would be really pretty as they get bigger, and it would give it a pop of color. And I think I'll throw something in here too. I just don't know what yet. But this right here is the area I want to get planted up today. When I said that I wanted to go plant shopping in my own yard, this is what I meant, because these plants were already here on the property. And look at how big they are. They are not going to cost me a thing to move from this spot to a new spot. And that new spot is going to look like a new spot. I love it. Plus, these plants, I don't know how long they've been here. They're huge. They probably need to be separated. Isn't that the rule? By year 3, you should separate hosta. I have my wheelbarrow here. Woo! Spider! Oh, he was crawling right on my arm. Ew. Oh, he was a big one too. Yuck. I didn't mean to smack him, but he scared me. So I'm sorry, buddy, but no thank you. No thank you. Anyway, what I was saying is, aren't you supposed to like separate hostas on year 3? I don't know. I'm assuming that these have been here longer than 3 years. You guys, if Roy gets really loud, I apologize. We're literally right next to the chicken coop in the backyard. Oh, I don't want a spider to crawl out and get me again. Or a snake. Or any critter, really. And that too is another reason to break up your hostas, because look at how close they are. Look at that. Can you see that? They are super close to one another and you can't see the ground. Which I plan on packing these in there, so I won't be able to see the ground where I'm putting them either. But I won't, once I put them in, I probably won't, well, I shouldn't say that, but that I probably won't. I don't intend on moving them. And look at how big this is, you guys. Like, there's a ton of plants in there. There's a plant, there's a plant, there's a plant, here's a plant. Like, they're, out of this one hosta I'm digging up, I could probably get 15 plants. I think I am going to, because that other one was so big, I think I'm gonna take out this little one here and just start with that. Because I don't want to dig up a plant and then not have, whoops, sorry little guys, you cannot come along. And then dig up a plant and then not have a spot for it. Because I'm notorious for that. Or buying plants and not having a spot for it. I do that a lot too. I will buy something because I'm like, oh look, pretty, I don't have this. And then I bring it home and I have nowhere to go with them. So, I don't want to do that. So I'm just going to dig this little one out and that big one, and hopefully it will be enough to cover the area that I want covered. I'm pretty sure these are the same. And like I said, I don't know the name of it, but it's very similar looking to a guacamole. All right, look at that. Got it. Okay, let's go plant. I just have to show you, look at how pretty that hosta looks in that blue wheelbarrow. That green just pops. Oh, I love it. All right, I started placing these guys, and I think what I want to do is make like a circle around this stump. So I want them to be a little bit smaller. So I started separating them. And if you don't know how to separate hostas, you just find a stalk. So like right here. Okay, let's go in the front. Like right here, this is a stalk. And then this is a stalk. And then, whoop, this right here is a stalk. So that they will all, see, there's a stalk, There's the stalk. There's the stalk. Here's the stalk. So if you separate them like that, they will make their own plant, essentially. So I want to make them just a little bit smaller because I want them to be healthy when they grow. I don't want them to be like super overcrowded. So that's all I'm doing, really. I mean, they're gonna be crowded in this little circle, but they're not gonna be in the same hole. Does that make sense? Okay, probably, I would think two more. I'll show you guys how I have them placed before I pop them in. Yeah, probably 2 more. So I have this big, like here's a plant. This here is a plant. Like this is a plant. Like when you go hosta shopping, if you look for that in the containers, sometimes they'll have a container. And if you look underneath the leaves, you can see that there's more than one hosta in the container. So you basically get like a 2 for 1. So when I go hosta shopping, I always look for that. I always look for how many hostas are in the container. I'm butchering these a little bit, but they'll pop back. Like they're losing a lot of their leaves, but that's okay. It's not gonna hurt them. All right, so now I'm so glad I didn't dig out that other plant, because now I have this little bunch that I have to find a spot for, which we'll do that. We'll do that in a after. Okay, let me show you the little drift I'm trying to create. So I kind of tucked it back a little bit, and it's just making kind of like a smile. It's like that. And then I can plug in some other little hostas with a different color, a different leaf pattern, a different leaf shape, maybe a dark green and a white, or like a blue. A blue one would be really pretty because it would pull out the color of the blue spruce. I have a bunch of halcyon in the back that I could dig up and tuck in here. Ooh, that'd be pretty. So now all I'm gonna do is I'm just going to dig holes and get these in the ground. I love how big they are. I love the color of them. I love that they're gonna cover this log just a little bit, but not a lot. Oh, it's gonna look so pretty, you guys. I love it. All right, buddy. Oh, it feels so good to be outside in the garden. Like I said, it's been crazy warm here lately, and it has been just unbearable to be outside. Scott was outside working on the deck, and he came in and his t-shirt was literally soaked in sweat. It was, oh, I felt so bad for him. It was so gross. And he was stinky. I'm like, boy, you need to get in the shower. But you know, he wanted to get the steps done. He did that little retaining wall. I made a little tutorial on it. And then I did a short, I think it was this morning, of the steps. He is working so hard to get that area done. We need to go a little bit deeper. I hit a root. So I have been trying to help him out a little bit here and there, but there's not much I can do, you know. He's got a vision in his head, and he wants it done the way he wants it done. So I don't usually help out when it comes to like cutting and sawing and measuring. I can do cleanup, I can do lifting and hauling, but that's about as far as it goes, really. Oops, I'm sorry, little mama. Got her with the shovel. I don't normally help him do like deciphering. Building steps, like he had this part from the lumber company, but then you have to put the steps, you have to put those in, attach it to the deck, and then put the steps on. And let me tell you what, it isn't just throwing some wood on top of them and screwing it in. He had to measure and cut and level, and then there was a piece that went behind because it didn't have an overhang. Like, it was so freaking confusing to me, you guys. I had no idea what the heck he was doing. So I said, you know what, pal? I'm sorry, but you're on your own, because if I start doing this and I get something wrong, then he's gonna yell at me. Then I'm gonna get mad at him, and then we're gonna get into a fight. So I know where my strengths are when it comes to working with him, and I hightailed it out of there because I knew, no way. No, thank you, pal. I'm sorry, but you're on your own. I wasn't even about to take a bite out of that elephant. Okay, I have 2 extra hostas, so I need to pack this in here a little bit better. I'm gonna have to, I don't know if they're all gonna fit, you guys. Take a little one. I mean, I can always find a different spot for them. Can you see me? Let's move the camera. There, how's that? There's a big tree in the way. Oh well, I only have one to go. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh my gosh, that's a horrible spot. Hang on. Much better. Anyways, I forgot what I was talking about. Helping Scott. I didn't. Plus it was hot and sweaty, and nobody likes working in those conditions. I feel so bad for the people that work outside, like the highway people or the forestry people, where they have to work outside and in the elements like that. In weather like that, it's so yuck. I always feel bad for them. Like, I see those highway workers, and I'm sure that they know it's hot and they are prepared and they have Gatorade and they bring their own stuff. But I always want to drive by and throw out water and cold beverages, lemonade and tea to them, because they always look like they're suffering. There, look at that, I got them in. I wonder if I could put one right there. I could probably tuck one back in here. Let me show you. Like back in here. I could probably tuck a little one back in there. Right next to the whitest Dibley. That would be pretty. Oh, I'm hitting a rut. Let's throw this little guy in there. He's kind of beat up and lost all his leaves. He's seen better days. He'll come back. He'll come back next year. He'll be fine. All right, let's tuck you in there. Can you guys see? There. Awesome. I love it. I have some Halcyon Hosta back here, and I thought that we could go back here and see how many we have. And then maybe we could dig some up and get them up there. Oh, I have one, two. Here, let me turn you around. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I have a patch here, 7, 8, 9. And then over here, I have 2 tiny little baby ones, 10, 11. So why don't we, I'll probably need, let's take these ones, 3, and then take these last 2, this one and this one. I know you guys are gonna say, oh no, don't dig them up and transplant them. It's too late in the season. But it's okay because I would rather have them moved, replanted, and go through a little bit of shock and then regenerate through the fall and the winter so that they come up in the spring. Instead of moving them in the spring, that's how I think of it. I don't know. If I'm wrong, let me know in comments. Oh, I think these are going to be just beautiful over there. All right, let's go plant them. I know you guys can't tell right now because they're dirty, but look how the blue pulls. Oh, it's gonna look so good. I love that little weeping, what is it, blue spruce? He's so cute. I wonder if I should throw one down there, like a halcyon down there, or is that too much blue on blue? That might be too much blue on blue. But I thought if I did a little one there, it would kind of bring it down around through here. Oh, I love it. Okay, let's plant. The rain is starting to pick up, so I don't know how much time I have, but hopefully I can get all of these in and it doesn't downpour. I love these colors together. It looks so good. Oh, look. Isn't this fun? This is the kind of stuff you find when you buy a fixer-upper hoarding property. There's stuff like that all over this property that we've been running into and cleaning up. I mean, I'm glad that he put like hay bales and horse manure and that kind of stuff out, because it really did make the ground healthier. All that stuff broke down. But man, he didn't separate his trash. He just threw the trash in along with it. So that stuff, like that plastic bag, that stuff doesn't break down. That's going to be on the earth longer than you and I. So when we find it, we always make sure to dispose of it properly. Yeah, when we looked at this property, whoa, boy, oh boy, we looked at it, I think 3 times before we decided that we wanted it. There was a lot of work, and still is a lot of work. But you know what? It's like that. This property reminds me of that story, The Ugly Duckling, that you find something and it isn't beautiful right away, and it isn't pleasing to the eye right away. But if you can look past that and see the potential, that is when you have your swan moment. Like you know that it can be. You know that it was meant to be more. And that's what Scott and I saw. We saw what we're building. Maybe not exactly, because, you know, we have a budget and we have limitations. You know, we don't have the right equipment. We don't have a tractor. So we can't really do everything exactly the way we dreamed, but we can get it pretty darn close. And we can take our ugly duckling and turn it into a swan, right? That's kind of like a garden. If you see something in your garden that you don't like, move it. You know, if you have a certain kind of plant, like sedum. I am not a sedum lover, but I took it and I moved it. It's not in my garden, but it's connected to my garden, and I love where I put it. So it's still a part of the garden, but not really. And I don't really have to deal with it because it's like on the outskirts, you know? So, oh, this one needs to get rinsed off. So that is, you know, the wonderful part about seeing past something and not judging a book by its cover, because potentially it could be so much more. And then it changes your life. Like this property changed our lives. And YouTube, because if it wasn't for this property, I don't think I would have started a YouTube channel. I started this channel to document all the changes that we're making and how the property is changing, and just, you know, seeing the house when we first bought it and the demo and all the stuff that was here to now. And it's a great reminder of how far we've come, and a great reminder of, you know, dream big. Dream those big dreams and do everything you can to make it a reality, because little by little by little, you'll get there. I'm just gonna give these guys a good water and rinse them off before I show you what they look like. Oh, it looks so good. You know, and in 2 years, this is going to be full and happy and beautiful. And it's going to look exactly how I picture it in my mind. And that is the part to get excited about. Let's give our little tree a drink. Give our still bees a drink. The great thing about planting on a rainy day is you don't have the heat and humidity. Oh, it feels so good. It looks so good, you guys. And once this starts like growing in and filling in, it is going to pull the blue from that spruce down and the white from the astilbe. Oh, it's going to be so pretty. Okay, what else can I put? I need something here. Like one more row, I think. So I was thinking I have these because they have white around the tip. I have a ton of these. Or, you know what? I have, where are they? Some autumn frost. Yep, I have autumn frost from my shopping trip. I wonder how those would look there from when I went to the greenhouse the other day. And I have 2 in back. I could like tuck them in. Oh, how would that look? I only have 4 though. And I'd need probably 1, 2, 3. Well, I could make 4 work. Oh, we should try that. Okay, you guys, upon further kind of inspection, I have right here an Empress Wu. And just him right there, he has enough room to grow on. However, if he grows on, this autumn frost right here is going to get covered. Like, see this space? This space is huge right here, and that's why I put him there. So I can't put a row of autumn frost right here, I don't think. If I put the autumn frost in there, he eventually will cover it if I do another row. So I have to stop here and not put in the autumn frost, or I have to move him. And I'm not sure I want to move him because he is really starting to grow. So that is a dilemma. And I don't know what to do because I don't want to put my autumn frost in there and then have that Empress Wu shaded out because autumn frost hostas are really expensive. So I think I need a couple of days to think about it. And then I'll bring you guys back once I decide. So now is probably a good time to end this video. Thanks for hanging out with me in the driveway garden. Thanks for plant shopping in my yard with me and digging up some free plants and moving them around this entryway by the daycare. It is going to be beautiful. I love it. I hope the daycare parents love it. In a couple of years, it is going to be a wonderful, beautiful entryway. So I hope you guys get time to hang out in your garden. I hope you get time to hang out in the rain and enjoy a different change of weather. And as always, I hope the sun will be shining where you are, and we'll see you on the next video. Bye, friends.